Hello everybody, happy Good Friday to you. And today we are making a video about my my home server that I built last month. So you know, the story on why I built a server was because was when I'm getting ready to move out sometime later this year or into next year. I needed something to back up my files on, and I needed something for backups, so I ended up building it with some new parts and some used parts, which this case was from my machine, which I have this case, which I like a lot more because there's an optical drive mount on it. So I decided to use this case for my server, and it has a an EVGA 1156 board, which has a Core i5 in it. That was from an HP. That was from an HP compact that went bad. So I just used it, and I had 2 gigs, but I put 12 in here. And I have an SSD in there for the boot drive, and I have 2 4 terabyte drives in RAID. So take a look. You know, on the front, on the top, you got your power button and LED, which be power and hard drive LEDs right there. We have a USB port which is connected. The USB-C port, which is not connected because the board doesn't support USB-C, and the board that's in my main system also doesn't support USB-C. Headphone jack, and on top we have a fan, which is blowing. Now on the back, let me move the back. Let me see if I can. Hold on, I need 2 hands. Let me pause the video here real quick. And on the back, we have 10 USB ports, 4 here, 2 here, and 2 here. We have Firewire, which is kind of nice. We have Ethernet audio. There's a graphics card, which because this board doesn't have onboard video, and the power supply. So taking a look inside, if I can taking a look inside this machine. So let me go ahead and open this from screw here. So taking a look inside. So I had to do it with one hand. So inside we have a fan in the back. We have 2 fans in the front. They're Corsair 140s. So the motherboard that my server is running is an Intel. It's an Intel motherboard. It's an Intel DP55WB. It's a EVGA 1156 micro ATX board. It is an Intel desktop board. We have the Intel Core i5 650. It's a dual Core i5, and I'm cooling it with a Noctua NHU9S cooler. I know this i5 is in dual core, but it's good enough for my server. And then we have 12 gigabytes of DDR3 1333 with 2 gig sticks and 2 4 gig sticks of G-Skill Ripjaws X memory. And for graphics, which is only in there just because, like I said, board doesn't have onboard video, we have an EVGA NVIDIA GTX 650 with 1 gigabyte of memory. And for power supply, we have a Thermaltake Smart 750, and at the bottom for the hard drives, which are right here on the bottom, we have 2 4 terabyte Western Digital Red drives, which I have in a software RAID array. And in the back, which has its SSD mount for the boot drive, I have a 120 gig Kingston A400 SSD, which is one of my favorite SSDs to work with for builds like this one. So, and the fans, they're connected via MOX. All 4 are connected via MOX, so it's a little bit loud because they're running at full speed the whole time, but you know, I'm fine with that, and it doesn't bother me when I go to bed, so it doesn't bother me. So and for an operating system when I'm running on my server, is I am running Windows Server. I'm running Server 2019 Datacenter on it. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back, and I'll show you a remote desktop connection with a few computers of mine. So this is where it sits a lot of the time for now until I'm moving it, until I get ready for moving. It sits right there next to my main system. It's connected via Ethernet to I have it connected to my my 8-port switch over here, and I have my printer here, which is also connected to the network. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you a remote desktop. So we'll start with my. So I'm going to use the. So I usually keep remote desktop. I keep it right here on the pin. So remote desktop. So yeah, I'm gonna, as you can see. So we'll connect up to it. And there's my server right there. It doesn't have a wallpaper because I don't need a wallpaper for what I do with it. So because I'll have a monitor connected to it. So we'll go into properties. As you can see, Server 2019 Datacenter. There's the Core i5 650, 3.2 gigahertz, 12 gigs of RAM. If I go into Device Manager, and as you can see, here are the drives right there, the SSD, and the two 4TB drives that I have in RAID. The GTX 650, which, like I said, this board doesn't have onboard video. And the Intel network connection, which is gigabit, which is very, very, very nice. And the Core i5 650. It's a dual core hyper-threaded i5. It's not a quad core, but it's good enough for what I use with my server for. So I just, you know, and the audio. USB, which it's all Intel. It's the Intel P55 chipset. So if you go into Task Manager, you can see it is a dual core. It's a dual core hyper-threaded, and 12 gigs of memory. So, and then as you can see, as you can see, my that, as you can see, I have it, those two 4TB in a RAID array. So as you can see, yeah, it's an 8TB array, which all my computers can access it, including my main system and my secondary machine. So I'll show you another example of a remote desktop with another machine real quick. So how good it works for portability. So another machine I'm going to demonstrate with remote desktop. I'm going to use my MacBook here. So but you can actually use the Microsoft version of remote desktop, which I'm going to use real quick. So I'll connect to that. Continue. And it works, as you can see, so which is pretty nice. So, and that is from my server over here. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, it works on any remote desktop. Works on any computer you want to use it on, even Mac or PC. So because I had my Mac over here, I thought I'd demonstrate it with the Microsoft app. So yeah, well, that's kind of cool. So that's my home server for you guys. So happy Good Friday to you, and have a good one.